Okay, I think we're on. How about that?
Hey,
Live from
a van.
Peace, love, and vans
Or Peace,
today.
Love, and Geeks.
Yes, we are. We are geeks.
We haven't done this in a while.
No, this is something that.
So
Yeah, we're in the van, and there's probably some
obvious.
generator noise, but obviously we are.
We're in our van, just parked in a field, along with a few hundred other vans here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is episode number 271 of our button show. What does this button do? Do you think your smartphone is smarter than you? And do you have questions about your iPad or your iPhone or your Android? And how do you learn about all of these amazing devices?
Well, we are geeks, also known as propeller heads, or half a propeller, as my hat is today.
Oh, also, that's usually mine, and I don't make them fuss over it.
Yeah. But we are geeks who teach, and we like to pick a topic each week. This week is a little bit different, though. We're not going to do any real lessons. We just wanted to go live to see if we could still do it from our van. We're going to tell you a little bit about where we are and what we're doing, and we do have a couple of tech tips for you. This will be a shorter meeting, and yeah, this will be a shorter meeting today. We will not go a full hour, probably more like a half hour, 40 minutes at the most. All right.
Well, this is an educational show about smartphones and technology with us Geeks on Tour. I'm Jim.
And I'm Chris.
And we are Geeks on Tour. There's a quick tip. You going to start with this?
Always like to start with some kind of tip. And I realized that I made a collage of photos about this Peace, Love, and Vans event. And I think it's a pretty cool tip that how easy it is to make a collage with Google Photos. Google Photos created this collage. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to delete this one. And step 1, make sure that you are using Google Photos. It's that multicolored pinwheel icon on either the Android or an iPhone. Step 2, choose the pictures that you want. Long press on the first, then just tap the next ones. I've selected 5. I tap the plus and choose collage. Boom, it's made a collage. Now you have all these choices at the bottom for your layout. I like that one, but I want our faces to be in the biggest spot. Touch and hold, drag up, and they'll swap places. I like it. I tap save. That is now a separate picture in my Google Photos library. Google Photos collage. I told you it was easy. Really easy.
Good.
But there's one more little piece that video didn't show, and that's the artist designed collages. So I want to show you that on my phone.
Okay.
And this is either iPhone or Android. For most of these artist designs, you do have to have a premium membership, though. You have to be paying Google something for storage. So let me show you what I mean. So let's say I want to pick this photo, and I select it. I long press to select it. That photo, and this photo, and this photo. So I have selected 4 photos. I tap the plus and make a collage. So far, it's just like the video. And we have...
the fastest internet available.
Yeah, we are kind of in the boonies here. And so if perchance our internet fails, well, bye-bye. But we do have two different choices. This phone is using Google Fi, which is
There it is.
basically T-Mobile, and you are using my iPhone, which is still on Verizon. So there's the four just in a square. But if you scroll over, yep, they're not showing up. Notice all those multicolored ones. That means that the options that are not showing up are for Google One subscribers. Let me just, and those daisies were one of these. Let me just pick one blind and see what we get.
We get to wait.
Yeah, but they are artist design collages, and it's just that easy. You do just pick them, and you can't edit. Ah, there we go. Now we're seeing them. So if you want pink frames, you would tap that one. Or if you want daisies, you would find the one that has daisies. And you might have to take my word for it.
You need an internet connection for this.
Yes, you do need an internet connection, and ours is pretty low. But if you look at the slide, you'll see just tapping one of the artist designs will get you a collage that looks like that. It's really fun. All right.
And it's my turn. I think I already did this. Do you think you have, do you have questions?
Did. Yeah, okay. All right. So then, where are we?
She wasn't paying attention.
You went out of order.
I did, that's true. Where are we?
Withlacoochee River Park.
And it's up in the middle of Florida, and it's raining just about everywhere in Florida.
Raining. I feel so bad for the organizers of this event.
For us, it's really not all that bad. We just we're not vendors. We're not trying to make anything. We're not doing any seminars, and we're just here to enjoy it. And there are a bunch of vans.
It was an excuse. It was just an excuse to get away for the weekend in our van, and we certainly are getting to do that.
Yeah.
And actually, the sound of the rain on the roof.
And we don't have the generator running all the time, so it's nice and quiet. So
if you hear some whooshing sound in the background, it's because we are on generator. We are not plugged in.
I told him that already. She's not paying attention.
But this thing is called Peace, Love, and Vans. How could we resist?
Okay, that's true. So who else do we have here? Debbie and
rainy Melbourne. Yep.
Yeah, it's raining all over Florida. Looking and listening Rio Grande Valley. We've been there. It's nice. We don't have technicalities.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have technicalities, you're not doing it. You're not working it. Okay, watching on my iPhone, or my phone. Cool. Yeah, Withlacoochee, Citrus County. We're actually in Pasco County right here, but that's the same thing. Okay. I think we've gone through. Yeah. We did all that. You're trying to keep up. We thank you to all of our premium members. You're the people who make our work possible. And if you want to become a premium member, you go to geeksontour.com/join now. It's $68 a year, $58 annually. Join now. You get all kinds of benefits. Anything you want to tell them about that? Nope. Okay. One of the benefits is our backstage pass. After this show, we normally go into a Zoom meeting for all of our premium members. All of our premium members are welcome to come in and encouraged to come in, ask questions, just chat. This is a community, and we really like you guys.
And my first email that I sent out yesterday, I said that we wouldn't be doing a backstage because I didn't think we had enough power or internet, but I think we're okay. So yes, we will be doing a backstage, but it'll be earlier than normal because this is a shortened show.
Yeah, and we might get out there. Hey, Roger Hurricane Wilson, good to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Back home in Georgia.
And Gail.
You've
One of our favorite people misses her VW van days. I don't miss my VW van days at all. I had a 62 VW camper van, and it was really cool, back in 72. What was I? Just a kid. But it was a piece of junk.
the road trek is awfully
Oh, we
nice.
love our road trek.
All the amenities, all built in. A lot of the people here built their own. They buy just an empty van and they build their own. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that.
All right.
So
it's different. Most of the RV rallies that we've done in the past, they've all been bigger rigs. I mean, there have been van campers and stuff like that. This is specifically for van campers, and there are a few trailers out there. There are a few big RVs out there. Some of those people are actually shopping for new vans, so they come to the right place, or getting ideas on how to make their own. It's sponsored by Van Life Outfitters and Sunshine State RVs. We bought this rig at Sunshine State RVs.
yeah.
They're up in Gainesville. Van Life Outfitters, they're over in Sarasota, so they're close by. There are lots of vendors here, lots of activities. We've sat through a couple of seminars, and it's all outdoors. There's some tents and some coverings, but it's
the rain is a
bummer
really
for these
sad.
people.
Yeah. For us, not so much.
Not so much.
It's also a little chilly, though.
Yeah, well.
All right, but just to make sure that we were able to show you something about it, we took a bunch of photos and some videos on the first day, which it wasn't raining, and then a little bit since. So roll the tape. We hadn't been out in the van for 3 whole months. So when we saw this ad on Facebook for Peace, Love, and Vans, a rally in just 4 hours away from home, how could we resist? I think the ad was posted by Sunshine State RV, and guess what? We bought our van from Sunshine State RV. So here we are at Peace, Love, and Vans. Apparently this is the second year of this event, the Peace, Love, and Vans. Although last year it wasn't called that, it was Van Life Expo or something. But some of these vendors have been here this is their second year. Oh, it's just so much fun. Freedom Van Go. What is this? This is a tent on the back of a van. Oh, you like this, don't you, Jim? You get to park and then set up camp. What's this piece here? Kind of a wall. Oh, that's the door, just as with a cover on it. So if you wanted to just take a plain van and then outfit it, this is the place to come to see everything that is available. The vendors here are van outfitters.
It won't take you very long to put that under there.
Exactly. We'll just quickly bring it back in.
Well, I'm actually working a stage, so that's a little bit.
There's a schedule of events all day, each day. And it starts in the morning with 9 o'clock yoga under the talking tree. I think I have found the talking tree, and I want to come over here for yoga at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You too, man. I saw you were sitting here and made it shit.
Oh, somebody recognizes
I
me.
think you guys were out scuba diving in another country or something.
Oh, we had to get away in the van for a weekend, and how can you resist something called Peace, Love, and Vans?
Can't resist that.
Wow! We saw you at, the first time was at RV, when you spoke at the RV Tampa show. Was that
2021.
A lot of good Google photo map tips off from you. Thank you
Yeah?
very much.
Yeah?
Yes.
you have your book?
And then there are the several hundred vans of the people who are attending this event. If you feel like being sociable, you've come to the right place. Lots of YouTubers here. We met up with this one YouTuber. Let me see, what was her name? Oh yeah, Charlie Grace. Look her up. Our parking spot was just in a perfect place to watch the gorgeous sunset. And then we decided to join the welcoming festivities by the bonfire with s'mores. What a pretty spot in the woods they chose to have this.
Aww.
And they just laid out all the makings of s'mores. I'd never seen square marshmallows before. Perfect to fit the graham cracker.
Nothing I won't understand. I'll believe it all. Don't let go of my hand. The final step for our own inner peace. My mind, oh, please surrender. Just leave me be. I beg you, please.
The next morning we got up and out. It's interesting to see how many Starlinks are on these vans. Good idea. First order of business is coffee, and a food truck was happy to oblige. Then I went over to the talking tree for my yoga class. But it started to rain, so they moved it under the big tent. Good idea. Nice class. And I actually kind of enjoyed the sound of the rain. It was almost like it was intentional to have a nature sound of soft rain while we did the yoga. It was still raining when Jim went to another seminar by the guy who runs Go Small, Living Large. Look him up. Peace out. So I hope that
Peace
gave you a
out.
little idea of what it's like here. They tell us that it was really wonderful last year.
Yeah, you should have been here last
Should have been here last year because the weather was so much better. So that's a little of what it's like to be at a van rally. Now I want to show you a little bit of what it's like to live in our van. So here's some pictures. This is not right now because look at that sunshine outside. No, this is an older photo of our van, and we have the back made up into a couch. It's just a push button. All you have to do is push the button and it comes up into a couch. Push the button and it goes down into a bed. But I like bed. I like to have a bed available all the time. I might want to take a nap.
So we leave the couch down and we have a topper on it, and it's always a bed.
We used to put up the couch to make a YouTube studio, and so we sat on the couch and we faced forward. Now we've decided to do it differently, and we leave it down as a bed and we sit facing the side. And I think this works great. That's how we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
We are in the side of the back of our van. You sometimes do it from the front too.
Yeah, when I'm just sometimes we have two things going here. But yeah, I'll be in the front, and that's where we normally do our others. I do my Zoom meetings, and we have a regular Friday Zoom meeting that Chris joins me in the front there. We also have a Thursday meeting where she stays in the back and I'm in the front, and we have to have earphones on so we don't echo too bad.
So we have 2 or 3 different studios.
And if it was really nice, we could be outside.
I was hoping we could do that here.
That would have been nice because we have a really nice spot.
It's raining.
Yeah.
But it's still fun, and lots of interesting people. Like look at this van. Several of them are fully equipped vans and still have that pop-up. We went inside one.
Did you want the info panel there?
Oh, sorry, thank you.
That's okay.
We went inside one, and they told us that, when you're driving, it has to be down, of course. So they put a lot of stuff like we do. A lot of your extra stuff just goes on the bed. When they park, they pop up their pop top, and all of that extra stuff goes up in that upper bunk.
Up in the attic.
Up in the attic, yeah. Or this is a way you can take grandkids with you, even when you're just camping in a van. You have that.
Stuff them up in the
Throw them up in the attic.
I love it.
And this guy was good. There are a lot of real craftsmen.
Oh yeah.
That are doing these van
Yeah,
builds.
let's see. We can see a little bit better. Peace, love, and vans.
Peace, love, and vans.
So he did the build out on that, and it's really, really nice.
And here's the one that's the tent out the back.
Yeah, but this would not work in ours because our bed is in the back, and that would just be. But this one is actually like a patio on the back. There are 2 chairs back there, a little table, and the very back of the van is the bathroom, and then the kitchen, and then the living area. The problem with a lot of these is not, besides being so boxy, is there's no outside storage except for up top.
Oh,
like the
people
one
are
before.
so envious of
They
our
love-
big
we
tour
have-
outside.
We have plenty of outside storage on our road treks, so we really like it that way.
We don't have any videos or pictures of that, do we?
Oh, somebody does.
We should do a van tour one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days.
Not right now, boy.
it's
After
wet.
spending 3 days in the rain, it's a bit of a mess in here.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are just all the. Oh, God! It was fun to be stopped by somebody that said, "I know you."
Yeah, Tech for Senior says, I like the tent off the back of the van. We can make that into the broadcast studio. Good idea. We could make it all green inside, and it would be a big green screen
room.
studio.
And they did have lots of music. Not too many people came out to listen because it's raining. But peace, love, and vans. And yeah, this is Nick, who was the salesman who sold us our RV.
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine State RVs out of Gainesville, if anybody's interested. Nice guy. And here's that
Charlie.
other YouTuber. And there's lots of YouTubers here.
Yeah.
I mean, that you see people with their GoPros going all around, YouTuber.
Yeah.
Younger people here than we're the old folks.
Yeah, we're the old folks. We're used to being the young folks at RV rallies.
At the
Or
big
at least,
RV.
At least used to be.
Used to be.
Yeah, not anymore.
It's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. But this is our site. This is our stuff. And that's just right across the way. We have a beautiful parking spot for us. And
Yeah, it was already fully booked when we signed up, and then they opened up
Just
another
a long
area. They call this the Far Out Road.
Far Out Road.
We're parked on Far Out Road. So that's it, right next to the fence, the edge of the property.
Yeah, on the other side of that fence and over a little bit is a Renaissance Festival. So cars have been going around over there, like the people, the staff for that thing. Anyway.
So in
Lot
case
going
you
on,
didn't,
and I feel really bad for those folks in
Yeah.
the Renaissance Fair. Oh,
yeah.
Ah.
In case you didn't know, it's just this one little square antenna on top of this RV that is the Starlink.
yeah.
So much easier, lighter, simpler than the big antenna that we used to have.
Oh man.
Ours was a 3.5 foot dish,
Right.
oval dish.
Yeah, it was a 1.2 meter dish. So it was
Back in
little-
2003, when we started RVing, there was no cellular data.
None.
So we spent $6,000.
for the installation to
For a
put that
dish.
dish and modem and all that stuff on the RV, and $115 a month for service. And it was satellite. It was on when we needed it, and it worked. With it, we had a business. Without it, we didn't. So it worked for us
Okay.
really, really well.
They saw most all of this, but at the end I have a couple. Okay, so here is a photo I took of the inside of the van that won Best in Show last year. And notice the woman standing in the back. This is her van, and she's an interior designer, so that's why it is as beautiful. And right beside her left elbow, that is a Murphy bed. So it goes up against the wall, it comes down at night and flops on top of the couch. When it's up, it has the TV in it. I'll bet you that's the main reason they got Best in Show. Murphy bed is a cool idea for vans.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
could be, but I would like to have the TV up when I'm in bed, I think.
Oh, well, they probably have another one.
Oh,
I didn't
And we
notice
would
that.
too. We'd have like 3 or 4, I'm sure.
But we haven't had the TV on. This is the first time we've had the TV on, and it's
I
just
only
being
use it as
second
a monitor for the show, yeah. We don't watch TV.
But if this van looks of interest to you, it is for sale. Just go to iondesigncompany.com and you'll see all the details.
How much?
$170,000 for a van. Isn't that amazing? You pay more to make things small, and they're completely self-sufficient. Everything is electric. They don't even have any propane in that van.
Right, and it's all 110, and they run off of lithium batteries.
Yep. So
wow.
I mean, there's a reason why it's expensive.
Sure.
And this is just another picture of our van. Looking back, now this is today. That's showing you how we have it set up for the studio in the back. But on the left there, that's the door to the bathroom. And on the right, that's the refrigerator. We have a nearly full size, well, what is that? A 2/3 size of a home refrigerator with a microwave up above. That's over on the right side there. We love our van.
We do.
We are so...
We looked at all of these other ones, or a lot of the other ones. We didn't see them all, but there are none that I really like any better than ours. And
isn't that nice?
That is.
You're not always looking and say, oh, I wish I had
wish
that.
I
had that.
Yeah. This one needs a little bit of work still, but...
It's a 2011, ours is, but
yeah,
it's our third RV and our last RV, I think.
Ron wants to know if we have a slide. Nope.
No slides. 21 feet, no slides. And how high?
We're 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about low clearance bridges or anything either,
Most
which
of the time.
we'll talk about in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I think that was it for the pictures. Now what do we have? So, Peace, Love, and Vans. One of the seminars we went to was about AEON RV. AEON stands for...
All season, electric everything, except for the engine, off-road, off-grid, and new
high tech.
These guys come from...
They're software engineers.
Yeah, Silicon Valley. And it was neat listening to his story and how they make these things. Their big claim to fame is really they have an RV that has a lot of insulation. Most of these RVs don't have a lot of insulation. They have to worry about being winterized. Theirs, besides being all electric everything, it's designed with off-road, off-grid, like this other van. Now, theirs is not really a van. It's more like a box truck or a box van on top of a Sprinter-type front. But it's really nice. They talked about whether electric vehicles would be available for RVing. And, it's coming. It's still not quite there yet. I think a hybrid would be a great way to go. But there's nothing out there, at least in the States, that's out there. So, okay. Yeah, the van is continuously evolving.
Oh, yeah.
When we started, there were a few van type RVs out there, mostly, but it wasn't a big thing. Like van life has become a really big thing, the van life communities. And with the advent of all of the possibilities of going online and making money and doing things like that, these younger folks are embracing it and getting off the grid and trying to get an idea what's going on. It's pretty cool.
One thing that the AEON people talked about is they're talking with Starlink about OEMing it. So So the dish could actually be kind of built into the roof of your...
Yeah, you don't have to deploy a dish. It's always there and it's always on, so you could keep going down the road and having good high-speed internet data.
So their goal of being a high-tech RV is that you get in the RV, you can go wherever you want, and you never have to worry about electricity or internet. I mean, those are the two things that you worry about.
It'd be great for the survivalists and the conspiracy theorists.
And people who work on the road.
Yeah, and people, absolutely. People who need that kind of stuff. People who are bloggers.
One other vendor here that I just really wanted to mention, because when we first sold our house and went full-time RVing, and we cleared out the house and got rid of everything we owned, it blew us away how many T-shirts we had. And so many T-shirts we would never, ever wear again, but they were part of our history. You know, they had things on the T-shirt that meant something to us. Well, we found a person who would just take our bag of T-shirts and make a quilt. And we used that on our bed in the RV. It's now on the wall in our house, and we love that quilt. And people have asked us, where did we get that done? I don't remember. I have no idea if they're still there.
A long time ago.
So there's a vendor here, and it's Too Cool. Yeah, go back to the side. Too Cool T-shirts Quilts.com. So if you want to make a T-shirt quilt, check out this website. Too Cool T-shirt Quilts.com. Okay.
Okay.
And we have one more tip, and then we're done.
Okay.
Unless there's any other... Well, I have a slide for questions. So a navigation tip. As we were coming here, we wanted to make a stop at a Walmart. And we were coming just from less than an hour away. We stayed at a campground the night before coming in here. And Jim likes to have Waze going on the dash. And because I don't know why, he likes the interface.
Well, I like the interface, and I like it because it is crowdsourced, so I can see if there's hear if there's accidents or something up the road or construction, and it's other people on the road using Waze will report problems down the road, and that's
Google
why
has similar, but it's not as used as Waze is.
Yeah, Waze was built from the ground up to do that. Google does now own Waze, so the maps are very similar, but the navigation is not.
So he has Waze going to the same destination on the dash. I have Google Maps in my hand. We love it when they agree.
Oh, yeah.
And most of the time they do. This photo here is saying that 6.4 miles, turn right on McIntosh Road. Both Waze and Google Maps are saying the same thing. We're good to go. But on the way here, they disagreed 3 times. The first 2 times, I figured, okay, he's driving, he likes Waze, we'll just go with what Waze said. So we just went with Waze and ignored Google Maps. The 3rd time, I looked at it and said, why in the world is Waze taking us on this long and winding road when Google Maps is giving us a straight shot there?
It likes the Beatles?
Long and winding. It just looked absurd. I said, I have no idea why it's taking us down this stupid long way, so let's forget about Waze this time and go with Google Maps. I was wrong.
She was wrong.
Okay.
And that's the other thing, reason to have a couple of different GPSs, if they agree everything's good, if they disagree. I asked the female voice on my right there, and when she's right, everybody's happy. When she's wrong, I get to tell her about it. She was wrong.
I heard about it.
It was a dirt road. Now, Waze allows you to route away from dirt roads. And
Google Maps does not. So let me just show you that. Yeah, Google Maps can let you avoid highways and avoid ferries, and that's it. Here's Waze. So Waze is this little white bubble in a blue, I don't know what that stands for, but so here we are in Waze, and if I tap on the 3 lines for menu and go to settings, and navigation, unpaved roads don't allow. You have choices. You can say, sure, dirt roads are fine with me. Or you can say, don't allow, or you can say, avoid wrong ones. So his was set to don't allow, and I should have thought of that. Because it was a nasty, it was only 1.5 miles, but it was that teeth-shattering, jarring washboard. It was awful.
Yeah, had to go real slow.
Okay.
I talked to one of the vendors, one of the food truck vendors, and he said that they took that road. And can you imagine in a food truck with all that equipment and stuff? I mean, it was bad enough for us. I thought we were just going to rattle the whole thing down. But hey, that's another good thing about this RV. It is so well built, it doesn't fall apart. Some things might fall off the counter, but it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, the coffee pot.
We know other people that have their RVs just.
So that's it for our story and our tips. See if we have any questions.
I don't see any questions. Let's see. One question here: is your van old enough it won't be allowed in some RV parks? No.
Well, it is over 10 years.
There are
some RV parks say that.
Some RV parks do say that if it's older than 10 years, it's usually to keep out the riffraff. That's what I've
never seen one be really enforced unless it was an eyesore.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, Bill says, what did he say? Jay Leno did a good job on a Tesla truck. It showed a camper, a tent on the back. There are some tent campers here. Some sit way up high and on top of a frame. And so the bed of the truck is open, but on top of that is a tent for sleeping and whatever you do there.
Debbie, yes, we are going to do Backstage Pass today, so it'll be just a little bit earlier than we normally are.
Okay, so we are on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, we ask that you do subscribe if you like this stuff. If you don't like it, then don't. Click the bell. That way you'll get notified whenever we go live, and we love to see you guys. The Backstage Pass will go on just a few minutes after we close this show down. It's an online meeting for Zoom for our premium members only. It's right here. You get the link from an email Chris sent out just earlier today.
I did put the link in the email that went out this morning.
And she says it works. But the link that's on our webpage at geeksontour.com, member login, that one works for sure. You just click on that Backstage Pass and you'll get there. Give us a thumbs up, like us on Facebook, do all of those things that you want to do. The photos workshop. We're going to do another one.
Yeah, we're going to do another one. We did our first workshop. I think it went quite well. And now we're ready for workshop number 2, which is covering basically chapters 4, 5, and 6. You do need to pre-register. This is for members. There's no extra charge, but it's for our premium members only. And there's registration required. And we'll be sending out the links. Or you can just go to our classes page and you can find it. Peace out.
Peace out. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, wait. Where am I?
Want both of us to
You
be.
can't.
Peace out. Far out, man. Stay groovy.
Absolutely. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. And what does this button do? Yay!